Hello everybody. White and Nerdy Man here, and I want to welcome you to episode 1, if you will, of the Daily Challenge. That's right, it's finally here, and this episode of this Let's Play actually marks, now this is my longest running Let's Play series ever for my YouTube channel. I'm really excited about it. I'm just wanting to keep on going with this forward momentum. Thank you for anybody who has watched and supported. It's been little thus far, admittedly. I just more so do it because I enjoy it, but who knows, might gain traction, might gain a good audience, and just be able to keep on trucking from there. If you hear a little bit of a rrr noise in the background, I have my air conditioner on. There's really no way that I can not make it be picked up by the microphone, so I apologize in advance. It's just too friggin' hot to be doing this right now. My house does not have central air, so apologies in advance, but we'll just keep on going. So as I said, we are going to go with the Daily Climb, which I believe just refreshed, and it has its own unique set of rules and restrictions for each time that we go through it. So this one, actually, we have about an hour and 56 minutes left for today's Daily Challenge, July the 7th. The Silent Heirloom. Start with one rare relic. Blue cards, aka the defects cards, now appear in rewards and shops. Deadly events. Question mark rooms can now contain elites, but are also more likely to contain treasure rooms. So that makes it a little bit more of a gamble to approach the question mark. So, without further ado, let's embark. Let's see if we can compete for the highest score. Time for a challenge. And we got a random boss relic, or a random rare relic, I guess. Gurya. You can now gain strength at rest sites up to 3 times. So instead of upgrading a card, we can vie, or resting to regain HP, we can vie to gain strength. Fantastic. Well, we'll just keep on. We'll just see how this goes. I am terrified at the prospect of question marks. Especially, like, what if it's like regular combat, question mark, regular combat, elite, you know? We definitely have our guaranteed elite spots, but honestly, we're looking at a massive amount of combat either direction that we go. This is the gauntlet, my friends. We'll see how this goes, and what I'm hoping to do with this particular series is maybe move at a bit of a more brisk pace. Oh, this is weird. I have an orb slot since I'm part of the defect now, I guess. This is strange. But, yeah. I'm wanting to record all this in one sitting, not split it up between episodes, but just have it as one big episode. So we'll try to condense things as much as we can. We're getting 5 damage incoming. We could do neutralize, defend, strike. Mitigate that damage. We'll receive a debuff, unfortunately, which will be frail. Maybe we should have gone for the kill, but I don't think we could have killed the fellow on the back there. We don't have enough to kill, but we have enough to negate all that damage. So we're going to block back up. Yeah, the daily challenges are actually some of my favorite parts of this game, so I was really excited to get to this, just to play with these special rules and conditions. I've won with one daily challenge, and that's it. It definitely can get a little bit hairy. Okay. Let's defend again, unfortunately. With elites running rampant in all sorts of rooms that I don't think we won't really know exactly where they are or when to expect them. Considering my options here. Neutralize you. Stab you once. Stab you twice. Well, honestly, you can just go defend. And hopefully next turn we might be able to kill the slime. But I think the daily challenge has a great potential for great benefit, but also great detriment as well. And another strike for the kill. Fantastic. Combat 1 over, unscathed, got some money. Let's see what we want to do. Okay, so Steam, this is a regular card of the defect, which we have not seen in this Let's Play just yet. Block, gain 6 block. Decrease this card's block by 1 this combat. So it has a bit of diminishing return action going on. Let's go ahead and go Poison Stab. Maybe start a Poison synergy. We can see how well these cards can synergize, perhaps, with the defect. So let's cross our room. Let's cross our rooms. Cross our fingers that we don't get an elite right off the gate here. Okay, it's just a random event. You fall into a puddle. It's made of slime goop. Frantically, you claw yourself out for several minutes as you feel the goop starting to burn. You can feel goop in your ears, goop in your nose, goop everywhere. Climbing out, you notice that some of your gold is missing. Looking back to the puddle, you see your missing coins combined with gold from unfortunate adventurers mixed together in the puddle. Where is our nearest store? Not for quite some time. Even on this side of the run, actually. So I won't be able to spend any of this money unless if they happen to be at a question mark. So let's just lose the money. You decide the mess is not worth it. We're going to go to a regular combat here. It is a cultist. I think it would be an easy enough kill. We'll poison stab you. And strike you. And strike you. Maximize amount of damage. Almost got him down halfway. Yeah, like, let me see. So we'll neutralize you. We'll strike you. And we'll defend. I'm still going to try to play smartly and as slowly as possible, but I want to go at a bit more of a brisk pace. That way this video doesn't drag on for forever. We're going to go neutralize again. Defend, defend, strike. He's still slowly dying from poison, but that's his last stack. But honestly, 2 more strikes and this guy is toast. As he's getting more strength each turn, but it won't matter. Strength is irrelevant when you're a dead man. 15 gold, we got potions. We can add a card to our deck. So, this is interesting how it can synergize with the defects cards. Reinforced body, gain 7 block X amount of times, depending on how much energy we expend. That is extremely useful in a pinch. A recursion, evoke your next orb. Channel the orb that was just evoked. We don't have any orb action going on, so that's kind of useless to us right now. Block-wise, we have more blocks than attacks. And I'm not necessarily... No, actually... They're the same. 6 and 6. Bouncing Flask is good. Let's go Reinforced Body. I think that'll actually be good for a defensive situation, especially if this next question mark is an elite, which it is not. Oh my gosh. This is harrowing, man. You come across an inconspicuous pedestal with shining gold idol sitting peacefully atop. It looks incredibly valuable. You sure don't see any traps nearby. Let's just trigger a trap. That way we'll get some more monies. That way the next store will have enough, or have a bunch. So, we can get cursed with an injury card. We can get smashed to take 17 damage. Lemmy smash. Hide, lose 5 max HP. We'll get the curse. We'll be able to remove that later. Run! You barely leap into a side passageway as the boulder rushes by. Unfortunately, it feels like you sprained something, however. Oh my lumbago! Keep going to the next combat. So we have our roly-poly and Oli here. Already got injury in her hand, but that's okay. It just is taking up space more than anything else at this moment. Let me see. We'll trigger his block. We won't be able to kill him, unfortunately. We'll defend up. Hopefully we can roll with a poison stab next turn. Especially since he has weakened us. Weakened is just an effect that aggravates me. I don't know. It ignites a fury. But you know what? Poison stab, you will be dead next turn. Neutralize you. I might as well strike you. I mean, there's really no point either way. I would say Spit Web, we're going to get weakened for 4 turns. Don't have enough to kill you. But since we have Reinforced Body, we actually have just enough to block your incoming damage. And next turn should be the 1-2 skidoo, or however it goes, be sufficient to kill you, which it is. Got some money. Cold Snap. Deal 6 damage, Channel of Frost. So, since we are rolling with blue cards, technically we have slot for orbs, which we haven't really seen how the defect plays yet on this Let's Play, so this might be a little bit of a tutorial. Whenever you channel one of these orbs, it has an effect that is passively applied each turn, and then once the orb is used up or evoked, it has an effect for that as well. This one will be good for defense, but Quick Slash, deal 8 damage, draw a card. Or Prepared, draw a card, discard a card. Let's just go with, let's go Cold Snap. Get more of our hybrid deck going on here. We could rest for potential to gain some strength. Sure. I think that's actually a good idea. We could live to get buff. Yeah. We probably, I don't know, we might have been able to upgrade a card instead, but I'm just, I don't want this relic to feel neglected. Not as if it has any tangible emotion whatsoever. We'll keep moving on. Cold Snap will deal 7 damage, so the strength increases our damage just a little bit. We now have Frost Orb, so Frost, the passive effect, at the end of each turn, gain 2 block. And evoking it gives us 5 block. But when we evoke an orb, we lose it. We're going to Poison Stab this fellow over here. Strike. We have 2 whole whopping block. We want to see if we can eliminate these guys next turn, because not only are they getting stronger, but they will apply vulnerable to us. Neutralize the one on the back that has more HP. Strike. Do 14, but we don't have enough. He's going to be dealing 10. We will be taking 1 point of damage. 1 point is not so bad. We can roll with that. Frost might be our friend here. It's so weird seeing the silence with orbs. Discard Injury with Survivor. Block up. Get extra damage, or get extra block. He's going to die next turn, I think, no matter what. He's just going to buff, and we're going to bring it home with Neutralize. Got some money. Okay, these are all these are all defect cards, so deal 7 damage, draw 1 card for each unique orb that you have, so more card draw. Sunder. Deal 24 damage. If this kills an enemy, gain 3 energy. That could potentially be useful, or Streamline. Deal 15 damage, reduce this card's cost by 1 this combat. Let's just go Streamline. Got some expensive cards coming in, though. We might want to put that into our considerations. We have extra strength. We're going to neutralize you off the get-go. Strike, and defend. He will have a negative effect, which I believe his is vulnerable. Never mind, it's weakened. So we're going to do Cold Snap. Poison Stab. And Reinforced Body. Since we'll have the 7 damage needed to, 7 block needed to counteract said damage. Rake is going to get us. I would say Streamline brings it home, but it's essentially brought home now. Did. Okay. Let's see. Corpse Explosion. Applies 6 poison. When the enemy dies, deal damage equal to its max HP to all enemies. Hello World. At the start of your turn, add a random common card to your hand. Not horrible. And Self-Repair. At the end of combat, heal 7 HP. I'm feeling a bit ambitious with the poison build that we got going on here. Let's go ahead and get Corpse Explosion. We definitely want to get rid of Injury, though. And I think we might need to concentrate a little bit more on card draw. Some of you might be looking at my deck thinking, well, it's the beginning of the end. Not necessarily. I hope not, anyway. looking at the elite enemy there, and I'm thinking, well, we only have question marks, but question marks do have a chance for elite enemies. Let's just go to the treasure room here, play a little bit safer. We have 50 gold, not too shabby at all, and potion belt. Upon pickup, gain 2 potion slots. So we have some extra potions to work with, potentially. We have the gremlin army here. We have 13 damage coming our way. Now if we do a cold snap, a strike, and a block. We definitely want to kill the wizard, because his attack is going to be stupidly strong. We have a little bit of weakened going in there, unfortunately. Could have corpse explosion on this guy. Which will apply 6 poison to him. Sure. We will have 2 block coming in. So we'll just defend. But we really want to kill that guy next turn. Yeah, here it comes! Unfortunately, of course, shield guy's going to protect him, and he's going to be dealing 25 damage. Holy mackerel. Let's neutralize you. We have to deal 19 damage to kill him. But actually, when he dies, because of corpse explosion, everybody else is going to die. Worth it. So he's going to die, and everybody else is dead. That was fantastic. I think I'm liking corpse explosion so far. We'll get our money, an attack potion. I'm feeling excited about this build thus far. Would like some more poison accrual there. Melter is so useful. Remove all block from the enemy. For a tankier enemy, that could be a godsend. Let's do that, especially for one energy. It's just too good. We can get rid of one of our crappy strikes with that. So we come up to a campfire. We can lift again to gain more strength, or we can upgrade a card. Maybe upgrade a card this time? Deal 9 damage. What if corpse explosion? Apply 9 poison instead of 6. And of course, equal to the max HP to all enemies. Melter, 14 damage. Remove all the block. Let's just go with that. Honestly, in the long run, this 1 extra strength is not too huge of an upgrade. So I'd only want to really use that whenever we really don't have anything else that we can do. We have regular combat coming up, rapidly approaching the first boss. That's gonna hurt. So immediately, we're just strike him and gain 14 block just to immediately counteract that damage. If only we had thorns or caltrops or something like that there, guys. Neutralize ya. Let's go ahead and streamline. That'll decrease the cost for the rest of this combat. We will be taking 1 damage, but 2 damage over the course of this run is not horrible, but vulnerable will make things a little bit complicated. That negative debuff, I believe, is Entangle, which kind of sucks. So let's poison stab you. Let's get you in the melter, and then kill you with a strike. And there we go. Got some money. Reward, strength potion. And what card do we want to add? Flying Knee is very invaluable, but also Leap. Getting that block action in there. I forget how block-centric the defects cards are. Oh, man, I'm torn. I really don't know exactly what I'm wanting to do in this instance. I really want to get rid of injury. That's what I want to do. Haven't had the opportunity to do so just yet, though. Since we have some attacks, let's go with a block. Or, well, let's just do Flying Knee. to get the extra energy. Potentially really maximize the effectiveness of Defend. Before you lies an elaborate shrine to a forgotten spirit. Can we transform the injury? We can, but will that change it into a different curse? Yeah, it'll transform it into a different curse. Okay. Nice try. Me. Let me see. We can transform one of our regular strikes, since we have plenty of other strikes that are objectively better. Let's do that. It becomes Endless Agony. Less damage, but no cost. As the power of the shrine flows through you, your mind feels altered. We'll roll with that. We'll come up on this combat here. If we take no damage this combat, I honestly might just strength it up at the next one. We can do it up a maximum of 3 times. We may not be so lucky this time. I really don't want to do defend. Alas. I think 2 HP is worth it, in that it won't be that crucial for the boss, especially since we have a lot of potions that they have to work with so far. Cold Snap. Endless Agony once. And let's just go Reinforced Body. Just negate. These Slaver guys deal a lot of damage. I have to remember that I have passive block coming in with the orb. Neutralize ya. Defend. Streamline. He will very likely be dead next turn. Unless we have, like, no attacks at all, which would be unfortunate. But we have one right here. Dead before the rest of the hand can draw. Fantastic. Okay. Once again, all defect cards. Deal 6 damage to all enemies. Draw a card. Another Streamline or Chaos. Channel a random orb. We're not really revolving too much around channeling. So we'll skip it this time. And we're going to go to a campfire. Honestly, we've only lost 4 HP. It's not horrible, and the boss that we are facing is the Hexaghost. No, it's the Guardian creature. I think we will be okay. Let's just go ahead and strength it up to get some permanent strength going on. All of our attacks will be slightly stronger because of that. And now we've made it to boss number 1. Let's take this guy down. Corpse Explosion is really only... it's only really helpful for fights with a lot of enemies, but it's okay. Well, it's just it's essentially a more expensive poison. Melter, just for damage purposes. Endless Agony. Let's go ahead and drink the Essence of Steel. That way we're getting passive armor. And Strength Potion might as well, to get ourselves even stronger. But choose one of 3 random attack cards. Why not? Bane is a good decision, because he's going to be taking even more damage this turn. And immediately we're able to make him transform. Now sadly, he's going to have Sharp Thorns. I am considering my options. I'm going to get rid of Strike. Do we go Streamlined? We'll end up taking 3 damage. I think that's worth it to lower Streamline's cost. We could do Reinforced Body, but that won't avail us anything. Oh, actually, with the Plated Armor, our damage is negated. Fantastic. Now he's going to be bringing it home for a lot more damage. We'll be taking 14. Poison him again. This is not a bad trade-off, but we will be losing 1 stack of Plated Armor this turn. But we already got him almost halfway down. I say neutralize this guy. Cold snap him. I would play Streamlined again. But this way, we have plenty of block. He's going to Whirlwind, but that'll be irrelevant because we're too blocked up. I gotta stop saying it like that because I'm really just getting the image of, you're saying you're constipated. Strike him. Endless Agony once. He's gonna change modes. We're just gonna get rid of the rest of our hand here. He is down over halfway, so we are in a good place. I like where we are thus far. Could apply another Corpse Explosion on him. I'm surprised that doesn't exhaust. We have to consider our options carefully now. We won't have any block. And we will take damage each and every time we hurt him. So let's stab him again. And apply more poison onto him. We have 5 block, we'll lose a stack of plated steel. Or plated armor. Let's go defend, defend, and Bane. That will hurt. We'll get hit for a little bit, but honestly, I think we're in a good place where he's just gonna die at this point. He's got a lot of poison going in on him. We're dealing out a lot of damage, and yeah. Bringing it home for the win. Boss number 1 of the daily challenge, down and defeated. Got some money. Thunderstrike. Deal 7 damage to a random enemy for each lightning channeled this combat. If only we had lightning channeling going on. Our Nightmare. Choose a card next turn. Add 3 copies of that card into your hand. Exhaust. Machine Learning is not bad for a power. Actually, it just gets us extra card draw. Sure, we'll go with that. What mysteries will this chest have? So, there's Empty Cage. Upon pickup, remove 2 cards from your deck. Pandora's Box. Upon pickup, transform all strikes into fins. That's very risky. Or Coffee Dripper. Gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer rest at rest sites. We really need rest sites in order to heal as the Silent. A bit too risky for me, so we're going to go with removing the cards. Because one of those cards, invariably, is going to be an injury. What else to remove? Let's get rid of our regular defense. Just to help streamline our deck a little bit more. We're moving on to Act 2 in this run. In this good old daily challenge. We have the terrifying prospect of question marks. But I do want to hit that store. And there's a rest right after that too. So let's just plunge headfirst in the combat. We have our lovely Spheric Guardian fellow. If only we had the Melter. This is where Melter will really help us out because it'll melt all of his guard and make him extremely vulnerable. We're going to apply Machine Learning. Let's just go ahead and just strike him for as much damage as we can deal. If I have enough energy, that is. He has 19, but he's going to be adding 25 block, I believe. Yeah, 44. Ain't that ridiculous? Please be... Okay, not exactly what I was looking for. Cold Snap to channel a Frost. Use Survivor to discard a card. And Flying Knee to gain energy for next turn, and we'll have just enough block to counteract his attack. Not his debuff, unfortunately. We have Melter. We're dealing 16 damage, and he's screwed. That just absolutely wrecks that enemy. I love it. Get some more money. Cloak and Dagger, gain 6 block, add 2 shivs into your hand. Apply 99 vulnerable, and exhaust. Or Barrage. Barrage is not going to be useful for the Silent because we don't have any other orb slots. The defect starts with 3, but in this run we only have 1. So we're going to get Terror. That's a debuff that will never be removed, ever. It will be always afraid. Fingers crossed, Elite? Question mark? Maybe. No, just a regular combat. It's a combat in disguise. He's going to deal 10 damage. We have a choice to make here. Let's go Machine Learning to get that card draw going. And just defend at this point. But that 2 strength is actually turning out to be a little bit more helpful than what I had originally given it credit for. I immediately say Streamline, Melter, and Endless Agony. Let's just hope that we don't need too many skills because he's going to hex us. Suffer. Forget that hex debuff. Each time that we play a non-attack card, we get a Daze to put in our draw pile. We're going to neutralize you. Flying Knee. Strike. And strike. Hopefully next turn we will come in for a kill. We have a debuff going on, and he buffs himself. That's going to hurt. Cold Snap. Let's see, 7, 13, 16. Yeah, this will be enough. And strike. Completely and utterly dead. We were able to kill him before things get a little bit too intense. Eviscerate Plus. Costs 1 less for each card discarded this turn. Deal 8 damage 3 times. That's fantastic. But we really don't have enough to really make it work. Piercing Wail. All enemies lose 6 strength this turn. Exhaust. Apply 4 poison and 2 weak to all enemies. Exhaust. Got some debuffs. We're going to skip this time. We're going to go into regular combat. Has 2 of these lovely fellows this time. Melter. We can immediately go in for a quick kill for the Spheric Guardian. And honestly, I would say, why wouldn't you? Machine Learning to get extra card draw. Yeah, Melter makes the Spheric Guardian super stupidly easy to kill. So I'm glad that we have that. Neutralize ya. Oh, we can't. He has Artifact, unfortunately. Poison Stab. Defend. We're going to take some damage this turn. Very, very slight damage. Only 2. Not horrible. We can deal with it. Very actually... You're dead. Done and done. More money, a weak potion. Haven't actually had... Yeah, we have yet to fill up all these slots. Fantastic. Expertise. Draw 6 cards until you have... draw cards until you have 6 in your hand. Choke. Deal 12 damage. Whenever you play a card this turn, the enemy loses 3 HP. Oh, so tempting. I'm not really 100% sure what exactly I'm going for, and perhaps that's a bad thing to say when it comes to considering the run. I don't want to... The card drops haven't really been going in the way that I wanted them to. I was hoping it'd be more a poison-focused run. But with the defects cards, there's a lot of interesting possibilities. I really want to get to the store because we do have an abundance of money that might dictate things further. Let's go card draw. Why not? If we're in a pinch, alright, this might be an elite enemy. And it is. Oh, I hate these guys. The Gremlin Leader. Could go Corpse Explosion on him. Unfortunately, we have no ways to defend ourselves at all. So at this point I say, why not? Deal passive damage to the rest of them. A Corpse Explosion seems to be good. We're going to get weakened by both of these guys. Suffer 8 damage. Get 'em, boys, he says. Ugh. Yeah, this enemy is absolutely horrible. I really hope this isn't where the run ends, but... that just might. We'll have to see. Corpse Explosion does its dirty work there. Use an Endless Agony to kill this guy. Cold Snap just to get a meager amount of defense going. I mean, against that kind of number, it's utterly ridiculous. When's our next rest? After the store. We might pop that regen potion just to keep us alive, because we'll be getting a lot of that 20 out of that. It's ridiculous. But let's make him vulnerable forever. If we can make him vulnerable forever, we can really hone in on him for some attacks. Sneaky gremlins. We could do a corpse explosion and make him kill his allies in like a turn. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. Next turn, he'll die. I don't know if vulnerable will apply to corpse explosion damage or not. That just negated all of our damage. Corpse explosion seems to be working pretty dang well for this particular encounter. I'm liking it a lot. Poison stab. Get yourself poisoned. Get yourself stabbed. Melted. The agony is endless. I don't mind using all of it at this point, because next turn he actually might die. Corpse explosion, what a good synergy for this kind of enemy. I've had great struggles with this enemy in the past, so it's good to kind of discover, and we all learn as we go along with these kind of games, but it's good to discover like what strategies might work for other enemies, for other runs. That's how you get stronger. But our advantage to these elite enemies is that we get a relic. If your HP is full, gain energy at the start of your turn. Oh man. That's... yeah. It's situational. I believe that its value will diminish as we get further up the Spire, just because it gets harder to maintain that. Ooh, we can get a Terror Plus. Or Escape Plan Plus. Let's go Escape Plan. And finally, at last, we have reached a store. Welcome! What can we buy from this guy? We have Molten Egg. Whenever you add an attack card to your deck, upgrade it. We have Ice Cream, which is amazing. Energy is now conserved between turns, so if we can't play a turn, or a turn is looking crappy, we can save that for the next turn. Incredible. I love it. Or Toolbox. At the start of each combat, add a random colorless card to your hand. I honestly have to go with Ice Cream. That is so fantastic. Let me see. 9 damage, draw a card, discard a card. Let's also pay a little bit of money. Oh wait, no, there's no need for that, never mind. I forgot, Injury is already out of our deck. Aggregate. Gain energy for every 6 cards in your draw pile. Not bad at all, honestly. Get extra energy stuff going, but at the same time, Dagger Throw. Just a stronger attack. Tell you what, we're going to pay money to get rid of 1 strike and replace that strike with a Dagger Throw. And then we'll keep rolling on from here. Definitely want to rest, although that we will not be able to recover to full HP. The Runic Dodecahedron won't avail us any use at this point, and we are forced into an enemy encounter with this route, which is fine. I'm personally okay with this. I think we'll be okay. But these guys immediately make me nervous, so draw a card. If you draw a skill, gain 5 block. We have 27 damage coming in. Let's do that. We did get some block there. That worked out in our favor. They have low HP, but man, the debuffs that they dole out are terrible. Let's Machine Learn, just so we can get extra card draw. Oh, man. Do we maximize our damage output this turn? Let's go Terror on the middle fellow here. Flying Knee is insurance for the next turn. Endless Agony. As much as I want to do more, we just can't. Because we're going to get weakened. I think that applies vulnerable. No, it applies a wound. And, yeah, already down halfway health. These enemies are not cool at all. Neutralize this dude. Weaken him. Or, you know what I mean. Strike this guy. Gain 8 block, discard expertise for now. We're taking 20 damage. But honestly, I just really don't see any other course of action at this point. This encounter is bad. I really don't like these guys at all. And now we're vulnerable. So the next turn is really going to hurt. We could go Corpse Explosion and instantly kill all of them. Yeah. That encounter just got 1 for us, so, oh man. Corpse Explosion. I am team Corpse Explosion, guys. This is fantastic. Tough Bandages. Whenever you discard a card during your turn, gain 3 block. Sure, I'll take that. Dexterity Potion, I'll take that too. Finisher. Deal 6 damage for each attack played this turn, or we get a power. Add a random common card into your hand. That can make our deck oversaturated pretty quickly. Let's go Stack. That'll be good for a in a pinch kind of thing. We got another campfire coming up that we have to rest at, unfortunately. Maybe I should have popped a regen potion, but we actually killed those guys quickly enough where it was kind of, it would have made it more relevant. Oh, but I put myself in a bit of harm's way right before the boss. Let's go to the treasure room. Get to record Pantograph. That'll be useful for a character that does not passively regain HP. And that's at the start of boss combats, heal 25 HP. Grabbing it. I'm still, at the back of my mind, I'm hoping that I'm not being too hasty in my considerations and my tactics and strategies and stuff like that. Let's go Escape Plan, why not? Free. Didn't do anything. That's fine. The Horror, the Terror gets you permanently vulnerable, essentially. You get hurt. Melt. Gets rid of your block, and he's down at half HP already. I'm liking where this is going. I'm hurting, I'm vulnerable, and I'm frail. Do Corpse Explosion, but on a single enemy, it's just a glorified poison. He's gonna deal some damage. Let's get rid of Expertise. Endless Agony. Endless Agony. Defend. Defend. We're gonna eat some damage here. Not optimal, but hopefully next turn we might actually be able to kill this guy. Streamline. Yeah, he's gone. Fantastic. Let's see. Turbo. Gain 2 energy, add a Void into your discard pile. Voids are unplayable status cards that consume energy when drawn, so that's a big risk versus reward kind of thing. Compile Driver, deal 7 damage. Draw a card for each unique orb that we have. We're not really going for an orb channeling build, so that might not be the best for us. Let's just not worry about it for now, and just keep on rolling. Okay, so we have a potential to get an elite enemy in this room, which it is not, thank goodness. Venturing through a series of tombs, you are faced with a large sarcophagus studded with gems in the center of a circular room. You cannot make out the writing on the coffin, however you do notice black fall seeping out from the sides. Open coffin, obtain a relic, 50% chance become cursed, or leave. Honestly, Writhe is not that horrible, especially when we have extra card draw on the first turn. And we didn't end up getting it after all, actually, so that's great. Win-win, I say. You push open the coffin, the fog dissipates harmlessly. Inside, you find the mortal remains of a decorated soldier grasping an old relic. You pilfer it and move on. Paper Crane. Enemies with weak deal 40% less damage rather than 25. That'd be good to pair that with Neutralize. So do we go the guaranteed elite or the possible elite? Let's go possible. Ooh, it's actually a treasure chest. Even better. Sundial. Every 3 times you shuffle your draw pile, gain 2 energy. I will gladly take that. That'll be useful for more long and drawn out kind of fights. But now we have a couple combats to get through. Let us get some regen action going here. Stack will be useless because the number of cards in your discard pile is 0. We have 15 damage coming in. So let's just go Survivor, get rid of Stack. Defend. Actually, thanks to Tough Bandages, we were able to get some block from that, so that's good. Let's go Flying Neon Bird Brain here. Get some extra energy this turn. He's going to hit us twice. Someone's going to be going for a debuff here eventually, okay? It's going to be a buff and a debuff. So let's go Dagger Throw. Get rid of Defend. Strike him. Strike him. Melt. And he's dead. So all we have left is this guy to deal with. Suffer, he says. He's going to hex us, so we'll see how this goes. Let's neutralize him. Escape plan, but we will get a hex. Machine Learning. Endless Agony 1. So we have a little bit of a choice to make here. I want to do Streamline, but I want to avoid HP damage. Yeah, we're just going to roll with it like that, unfortunately. He's going to debuff us some way, make us vulnerable. His attack is going to hurt, and we have no true way to defend ourselves. What's our next boss here? That one, the automaton guy. Yeah. I'm not liking this, but, yeah, there's really nowhere else that we can go. We do have some extra energy because of Ice Cream. Terror is a skill, but it's a good skill. We have Neutralize, Cold Snap, Strike. He'll be taking more damage. Honestly, I think we have streamlined our damage enough where we will be able to kill him quickly. Melt. Strike. But it's only going to deal non-damage. Oh, crap. 5, 5, 18. I'm going to discard this Dazed. We're going to block up. I hate adding so many Dazed into our draw pile, but I just don't want all this damage. And Streamline for the kill. Fantastic. We'll skip what we have there for now. We got one more combat. We could use a smoke bomb to get away from this combat if we don't feel like it's going to go favorably. That might actually be a viable strategy. Honestly, I'm not feeling it. Let's use our smoke bomb to get away. So we could just go straight to our boss. We get no rewards, but that's fine. We do have the option to heal. We will be healed for 25 HP. So we will actually be only 1 HP from max. But if we're at max, we'll gain an extra energy at the start of our turn. The energy potential, I feel like, is worth it. So we're going to fight this enemy. This one is a toughie. This might be the end of our run today. We will see. Corpse Explosion is super useful, but we're not going to have it until the next turn, unfortunately. Or the next time, next go-around. So let's just go Streamline. Dagger Throw. We'll get rid of that. Endless Agony. Melter. We already got him down 50 of his HP. He's going to be summoning his minions, but with Corpse Explosion, his minions, it'll hurt. Let's go Expertise. That was actually quite fortuitous, so we were able to neutralize him. Or not. That's right. He's got Artifact. I really need to pay attention. But with Survivor, as well as Defend, we can subvert our damage. Let's go ahead and drink Potion, get Dexterity. They're going to steal 2 of our cards. If they steal Corpse Explosion, I will be pissed. Okay. That's not optimal either, honestly. Let's go Terror on this guy. To kill him. We will have enough block with our Frost. So let's go ahead and poison him. Defend. I learned with this guy that I always try to ignore his minions, but his minions got way too powerful. And they ended up going in on me for, like, extremely massive damage. Please, Corpse Explosion. No. Dang it. Okay. 36 damage. And we'll lose that bonus from the Runic Dodecahedron. Let's Streamline. Defend... Yes. We'll discard Expertise. Play a Melter. Endless Agony. This is gonna hurt. Maybe we can mitigate our damage a little bit. Yeah, this will hurt slightly, but please, please, Corpse Explosion. That's all I ask for. Yes! That's exactly what we were wanting. That will hurt everybody. We'll neutralize you. Honestly, he's going to get Corpse Explosion, and this guy's going to be dead. And there we go. Half the damage of that, half the HP of that dude. Instantaneously. And I got some cards back. We just go 51. Oh my gosh. Let's melt your block. Streamline. Endless Agony. Poison Stab. Shoo, man. So 51. Gain 9 block. 4 times. Which would be 36. Or you can do Survivor. Discard a strike. Reinforced. And we'll only be taking 11. That attack is going to be super strong, but he's going to be stunned for a turn after that. So honestly, I think it's a solid play on our part. Is Terror exhausted? Yes, it is. Dagger Throw. we'll get rid of a defend. We will not need that. Flying knee, strike, neutralize. We might actually, with that, we might have actually secured our victory. We will see. He's going to be coming in for 26 damage. Do that. Defend. Neutralize to weaken his damage a little bit. Will actually be good. Corpse Explosion now is just glorified poison. So honestly, we can avoid it. Let's just do that. This is getting tense, guys. This daily run is going very interestingly so far. Ice Cream for the win. Escape plan, sure. Poison Stab. Melter. Strike. Strike. And Endless Agony. We have defeated boss number 2 on today's daily challenge. Got some money to work with. Attack Potion. Okay. Buffer prevents the next time you lose HP. Or at the start of your turn, add a random power card into your hand. But that does take an entire turn to set up. Think of the possibilities. Buffer sounds really good, though. That's a good saving blow kind of thing going on. Alright, our reward, Wrist Blade. Attacks that cost 0 deal 3 additional damage. Assassin's Creed, anybody? House, upon pickup, obtain a potion, gain 50 gold, raise your max HP by 5, obtain a card, upgrade 1 random card, or for every 5 cards in your deck, heal 3 HP whenever you enter a rest site. Oh man, these are all good rewards. Let's do that. Let's do Tiny House. It upgrades Defend, which isn't horrible. Got that. Entropic Brew fills all your empty potion slots with random potions. Let's go ahead and take it. Well, we can only drink it in combat. Then we're going to add one of these cards. Hologram Plus is great, even though the block is kind of crappy. Yeah, Hologram Plus. We can get something out of our discard pile that we want, vis-a-vis Corpse Explosion. Let's just keep going. Final act. Let us see if we will come out on top, as it were. We have a campfire coming up ahead. Let's just dive straight in for combat. This guy I don't think will be an extreme concern because of spherical runic dodecahedron. Have some extra things to work with. Escape plan has some extra block. Let's see. Melter. Use Survivor to discard Defend. Because of tough bandages, we gain extra Defend. We've negated our damage. Congratulations to us. Flying Knee. Poison Stab. Yeah, this is pretty exciting. If we happen to win, unfortunately it doesn't. I don't think it counts as an official win per se. But it'd be fantastic. We have no defense. Let's go Buffer, just to get rid of that damage coming in. Streamline, Strike, Endless Agony. I feel like it's a bit of a waste, but honestly, he's only got 26, now 24 HP left anyway. So it prevents our damage. That's totally fine. He's gaining more strength, consequently becoming more terrifying. Let's go Expertise. We could do Strike. Strike will kill him. That was a good play. He is down for the count. Okay. We can exhaust a card, gain energy equal to its cost. Acrobatics, draw 3 cards, discard a card. Deal 4 damage if the enemy intends to attack, apply 2 weak. Let's just go for the eyes. Why not? And let's see if this is an elite. It is not, thankfully. Before you lies an elaborate shrine to a forgotten spirit. We can do this again, where we transform a card. Is there any way I can get out of that? Nope. I have clicked the option out of my hastiness. So, what card do we want to transform? Decisions, man. How about defend? It becomes white noise. Add a random power card to your hand at cost 0. Okay. That leaves us short of the defend, unfortunately, but we might be able to rectify that here in the store. Let's see. My favorite color is blue. How about you? Well, red, personally. Thank you for asking. So, relic-wise, Ornamental Fan. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. Oddly Smooth Stone, start each combat with 1 dexterity. Or Toy Ornithopter. Whenever you use a potion, heal 5 HP. That's pretty good. With all the potion slots that we have the potential to heal 25 HP. Block Potion. Backstab's not too bad. Draw 2 cards, put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. That's a really good one as well. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. Let's go Oddly Smooth Stone, since we have lost a bit of defensive capabilities, but we can also do draw 2 cards, put a card from your hand on top of the draw pile. That'd be really good. Are we going to be able to encounter another store before the end of this run? Sadly not. This is the last store, so let us get another smoke bomb, just in case if we get into a bad situation, and a block potion. We have a lot of potion opportunity in this run going forward from here. We're going with this troublesome trio here, 2 of which tend to attack. We can go for the eyes on him. He's weakened a little bit. Flying Knee. Defend. Reinforced Body. Oh man, okay, that had a little bit more block than what I realized, so my bad there. Bad play. I'm getting a little bit too hasty. But all the damage that we are going to get is negated. He's going to keep on adding those dazed cards into our draw pile, which is slightly aggravating. We go Corpse Explosion. Oh, my favorite. Yes. Because when/if we kill him, we can kill everybody else very easily. Dagger Throw on this gentleman here. Because we want to try to negate that damage coming in. But I also want to apply a Terror debuff. Let's get rid of Terror. And now we have some block to work with. Gain 6 block. We can also do a go for the eyes with that, actually. So let's do that. Now he's weakened. And even with thorns, we actually will be fine. Because I would love to get Corpse Explosion just to get him to kill everybody. We can Channel of Frost. Honestly, maybe Corpse Explosion on this enemy would have been better. We will be taking some damage. But we'll be taking... Oh, shoot. We'll be taking 5 this turn. Not optimal. Let's go expertise, just so I can avoid HP damage. If at all possible. I don't think it's going to be possible. Well, I could really cheese it, but sure. Just to avoid HP damage. And he's out of here. Let's get some money. Let me see. Adrenaline, gain energy, draw 2 cards, exhaust. Sweeping beam, deal 9 damage to all enemies, draw a card. That's good, I would say, considering it's an upgrade. Honestly, our deck is still a little bit oversaturated. But we just have to keep pressing forward. There's escape plan. Go for the eyes is good, because immediately we don't have to worry about that. Deal 11 damage to all enemies. Draw a card. Corpse Explosion will be super friggin' awesome for this enemies. Holy crap. Yes. This is the chorus that I am singing for this run, and that is the Corpse Explosion run. Because if we can get him killed... Of course, I don't know if it counts necessarily as dead with these particular enemies, if he kind of subverts that. With his special 36 damage. Sure, focus is great, but I don't have any channeled orbs. Yikes. Yeah, I hate to waste my block potion on that, but that's a ridiculous amount of damage. Let's see if we can kill this guy, and see if my theory will pan out for us here. No, it doesn't seem that Corpse Explosion's gonna work. Oh, that's depressing. Okay, no, it did work. Okay, phew. It just, the effect got paused because I had to select a card to discard. Okay, that worked out great. Got some potion, got a potion back. Boot sequence, that's fantastic. Immediate block, and it goes straight into our hand. Our deck is so large, it makes me uncomfortable. So many options indeed, man. We'll be seeing a lot of combat before our next campfire. I'm a bit remiss for this because we could have a chance to use last bit to upgrade our strength, but it's a bit too risky where we are right now. We'll just go in this direction. Might be an elite enemy. Oh, and it is. This guy, 6 times 3 damage. Okay. Go for the eyes, I say. Boot sequence. That immediately negates all of our damage. Terror to make him vulnerable. Melter. Dagger throw. We'll just discard Corpse Explosion. That will really not avail us too much here. We might be able to actually kill him before he gets too dangerous. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, that's right, intangible. This enemy does apply intangible, and it's horrible. So all damage is going to be negligible to him. Let's just do white noise for a random. Yes! Now we could have an intangible. But at the end of our turn, we'll lose dexterity. We'll continually lose dexterity. That's very risky. Sure. It's normally costs 3. But we can deal some poison damage to him. We'll gain 6 block. We'll just deal some damage so that we can have some extra energy on the next turn. He will deal no damage, but he gets poison damage. Is that going to be -1 dexterity, like, for the rest of the... Oh, yeah, unfortunately. So, Cold Snap. Hologram for Streamline. It's going to apply some sort of debuff. Now we have -1 dexterity. Yeah, the longer that this goes on, it's getting progressively worse. We can do that. Let's stack it up, buffer it up, and defend, since our attacks are useless this turn anyhow. We're losing dexterity at an alarming rate. We've got to kill this guy super fast. Let's do... Oh no, I don't want that. Streamline, yes. Endless Agony and Endless Agony. All yeses. Expertise. Yes. And we will bring it in for the win on this guy. That was a little bit scary. But we get a Gremlin Horn. Whenever an enemy dies, gain an energy and draw a card. We'll take it. Speaking of card to add, our deck is too full already. I'm just going to skip it for now. Like I said, I might be proceeding too hastily. We're going to be facing the Shape Twins again. We might fare better against them this time. We might not. I'm still trying to figure that out in my head, but honestly trying to just survive at the same time, too. Let's go for the eyes immediately there. I'm just trying to think. This is such a defensively oriented hand. Yeah, boot sequence? Sure. You use Terror. You're permanently vulnerable. A Corpse Explosion would be nice. Sadly, it did not happen. Let's go ahead and roll with that and Neutralize, just to get him extra weak. We just want to minimize all the damage that we possibly can. As I said, a Corpse Explosion would be quite timely. It's just so freaking good with multiple enemies. Escape Plan. Since it's free, why not? We can just use an Endless Agony to mop up the floor with him. We gain extra energy and draw a card because of the Gremlin Horn there. I just realized that this guy was attacking. We can melt him, Streamline, and strike him. Could do Sweeping Beam, but that'll hurt us too. Let's just get a Poison Stab in on him. And Mr. Thorn Man on the end there is going to be buffing his Thorn capabilities. Not good. Let's Dagger Throw. Discard a Dazed. This guy's going to die next turn because of his poison anyway. We're going to get some damage, I think, this turn. Or not. Perhaps not. Corpse Explosion avails us nothing now, unfortunately. And Venom. Whenever an attack deals unblocked damage, apply poison. Yes. Speaking of poison, Corpse Explosion, but it's not as useful this time. Nothing really to do except get rid of the Dazed in our hands. Hopefully we get more passive poison going on in this guy, because those thorns are getting extremely deadly. Very quickly, might I add. Yeah, because we attack him. That's not good. I mean, we can kill him. It's just getting too dangerous at this point. We have a ton of energy. We certainly do have enough to kill him, but at what cost? I really don't like doing that. But because of ice cream, we have a truly ridiculous amount of injury. Or if, yeah. Oh my gosh. Let's defend. Hologram. Use Melter on him. Use Sweeping Beam. He does actually have enough poison stacks where the next 2 attacks will kill him, so we are actually able to come out of this unscathed. Believe it or not, that's a ridiculous amount of thorns. We'll just end the turn. You're dead. See ya, buddy. Oh, man. This is getting to be a long video. Like I said, these are going to be longer episodes. I'm enjoying it. Another potential for corpse explosion, but we'll skip it. But that's exactly what I'm intending for with these videos. It's just going to be one big, long bulk episodes for you guys just to go crazy on. Singing Bowl. When adding cards to your deck, you may raise your HP by 2 instead. I like that. Because we're at a place where I really don't want any more cards. So we can just get more HP. Oh, this dude. Game, why do you hate me? We're going to neutralize him right off the bat. Boot sequence will be enough. Dagger throw. We'll get rid of a regular strike. Use white noise. Infinite blades is fine. Cold snap. Get some passive defense. Let's see if we can kill him before he can apply that stupidly annoying debuff on us, which is that. Go for the eyes again. Flying Knee, Streamline, Strike. He's gotta go. There's not really... I could do Smoke Bomb. I could. But I might want to save that just in case if this is an elite combat that's looking, like, very dire. But let's not forget, too, that we have Pantograph. So I think we're in a relatively okay situation. I say that as 99 damage appears on the screen. 6 damage on you. Sweeping Beam just to see if we can get some defense. Not present. Unfortunately. Actually, we'll do Survivor. We'll discard an Agony. Melter. Endless Agony. Poison Stab. Let's take an attack potion. And that actually might kill him. Yes! Oh, that was quite fortuitous. I hated wasting a potion on that, but we got out unscathed. So these are really good cards, actually, but we're going to go max HP plus 2. That was actually quite timely they got that relic. That's going to be a regular combat. Let's see. Reactive upon receiving attack damage changes its intent. So that might incentivize us to attack first and see what he's planning to do next. That's not horrible. Boot sequence. Oh, that actually did not work out in our favor at all, actually. So we're receiving 1. That's okay. 1 HP is not so bad. .99 vulnerable. No point in defend. We could strike him, but I don't know what thing is next in the sequence. We have no defense. So honestly, this might work out better. I'm not sure. Parasite. Oh no. What was that? If transformed or removed from your deck, lose 3 max HP. Oh, that's awful. Oh man, okay. That's the first time I've ever seen that curse before. That sucks. He is weakened now, though. We'll just do Corpse Explosion on him. Simply to get the debuffs rolling. He's going to defend for a stupid amount. We can immediately go Sweeping Beam. Dagger Throw. Get rid of Streamline. I'm not liking this enemy so far. Sorry if I'm going really quiet, but I'm just trying to consider all these different possibilities. My goodness. Let's just go for the eyes. Hope our escape plan works out for us. Neutralize. Strike him. Buffer. Endless Agony. Endless Agony is going to be Vestigial. Oh, and that's only going to be doing it... Oh. That's so cheap. Oh, well. And the poison will kill him next turn, so shoo! This one is a little bit bad, but man, it's got us a permanent curse. That's terrible. And whenever we remove it, it'll decrease our max HP by 3. Bane is good. Oh, well-laid plans. I'm gonna have to take that one. That's too good. We're gonna have to rest. Hope the question mark is not an elite enemy. And it is. I've never seen this enemy before. Ever. And it has so much HP. Do we risk it? Do we go for it? Sure. If it's looking bad, we can always Smoke Bomb out. Well-laid plans, Mark II. We'll go ahead and boot sequence. Sweeping Beam. Melter. We can actually retain Stack. As our discard pile grows, its defensive capability grows. 4. Okay. So he's gonna have, I guess, 4 turns until he does something terrible. Neutralize. Flying Knee. End the turn, but we'll retain both of these. 3. We have a weekend. Endless agony. Stab him there. Sure. Corpse explosion. Why not? Expertise to get us 2 more cards. Dagger throw to accomplish the same feat. We'll get rid of endless agony. Let's defend. This is getting intense, my friends. I wonder if he's going to be doing like some horrible attack. We're not dealing damage fast enough to him, though. Ugh, parasite. Makes me mad. I'm curious about this enemy. This is the first time I've ever seen this one myself, so... I wonder if that's what he was counting down towards. Okay. Well, well. So we can gain the block sufficient enough to get rid of all of that, or we could just negate it with a buffer. Might as well just do that. Machine learning. Hologram. Oh, actually, hologram was useless to us. We'll retain reinforced body. The next time we would lose HP. Why are you still here? Oh, okay. He's getting... Let's use smoke bomb. Let's get out of here. He's getting way too dangerous for my likes. We have one last combat before the boss. And it's these annoying fellows. That's fine. Well, we can take them. Let's do sweeping. Yeah. I'm losing track of everything, guys. I hope I haven't just been, like, long periods of just, Let's go boot sequence. That giant head was kind of messing with me a little bit, man. I don't know. Okay. So we have to plan this out accordingly. With buffer, it'll only prevent damage once. And these guys will end up taking damage. We will end up taking damage, unfortunately. We'll go ahead and poison the guy that has the most HP. We can retain and streamline. Let's just go for that. Hope for corpse explosion. Yeah, take the damage there. We'll negate the HP loss there due to buffer, but yeah, the damage comes in with that one. If we can keep it around the 25 point mark, though, we will be able to... we could just rely on Pantograph. Sure, even though we don't have any lightning. Oh, that actually helped us channel lightning. Okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and just negate damage as much as we possibly can. We channel lightning at the beginning of each turn. That actually worked out very well for us. A little bit better than I hoped. Corpse explosion is one of these guys. Hopefully. That's been an absolute lifesaver. Man, this run has been so enjoyable, and we're just like right on the cusp, right before the final boss. Let me see. You are going to be dealing the most damage, but we might be able to kill you pretty easily next turn. So what I say is that we melt. take a flying knee to your face. Get energy and a card draw. Corpse Explosion! Wish I could apply it to that dude. But at the cost of taking some damage, if we kill this guy next turn, then everybody bites the dust. Let's just take that as insurance that we're going to win next turn. And also, we avoid the damage. So honestly, we can either upgrade our strength or upgrade a card the next campfire. Fantastic. We might actually win, guys. And Corpse Explosion for everybody. Fantastic. Let's see what our next reward is. Honestly, the max HP is what I'm going for. And we have Pantograph, so we'll heal at the beginning of the next boss fight. Should we upgrade? I'm thinking possibly yes. Prevent the next 2 times you would lose HP. Apply 9 poison. Honestly, with Corpse Explosion, if we are able to kill one of those horrible, nasty twin creature things, then if we kill one, they both go down. If only I can make it cost less energy. Let's go ahead and upgrade Machine Learning. That way, we have card draw beginning of the next turn. You guys might decry my decision, but there's no time for debate. We're on the final boss, and we're about to end the daily challenge today, for better or for worse. We'll just have to see how this goes. We'll immediately start with Neutralize, just to get one of his artifacts off. We're going to go Machine Learning. Let's go ahead and throw this at him. Do Boot Sequids. Draw some cards. We'll go for the eyes here. That way, our damage is negated. We'll go Streamline and Cold Snap. That way we can go ahead and start channeling some block. Do we go ahead and drink Entropic Brew? We'll wait. But if we're able to get Corpse Explosion on this guy and quickly kill him, then that Donu is screwed. Let's go Well-Laid Plans. Escape Plan. Escape. We can go ahead and play Hologram. And just in case of Artifact will negate that for us, we could just go ahead and get rid of his artifacts. Sweeping Beam. Gains 14 block. He's going to be dealing 26 damage, so that'll actually be perfect. Strike. Stack it. Let's get rid of... No, I didn't want to... I retained the Parasite. I guess by default I'd be retaining this horrible Parasite anyway. But at least we got rid of one of his artifacts, so that'll be good. Oh, okay. Play carefully, young Chadwick. Defend. Defend. He's going to be dealing 26 damage. Terror. Dagger Throw is almost irrelevant. Corpse Explosion quite possibly might be coming on the next turn. Hopefully. So let's pop a block potion, because we want to keep max HP as long as we possibly can. We go ahead and drink the Entropic Brew, just so we can have all sorts of potions. Now, actually, Corpse Explosion might be viable this turn after all. Yes. So there it is. We'll drink another potion so we can negate his... Yeah. I'm loving this so far. We're going to be negating all of our damage. Let's keep going. Dagger Throw will be useful to keep, I feel like. He's going to take some poison damage. Now the Corpse Explosion begins. The race to destroy this guy has begun. He's going to try to block up, but we are going to prevent that as much as we possibly can. So let's see. Choose one of 3 random attacks. Deal 13 damage to all creatures, but honestly, Bane will be better. It will cost 0, and he has poison, so it's going to hurt. So that kicked the living snot out of him. That will also do the same thing. He's going to deal 32 damage. So reinforced. All that we need to do is have 4 energy to negate that. So we'll get rid of that. We'll Dagger Throw him. We'll get rid of one of the defends. How about we get rid of the Parasite? I don't want that anymore. Get out of my face. Strike him again. And Reinforced Body. We'll just keep a Defend Plus. This is actually going well. As soon as he Corpse Explodes, it might win the run for us, guys. I'm so pumped. We haven't even taken damage on the boss yet. Unfortunately, regular achievements are disabled for the daily challenge, so there's that. Go for the eyes just to do a quick... yeah. I was going to say a quick debuff, but basically protecting our assets. Buffer. Keep the poison rolling on this dude. Cold Snap. Get more block. Defend to also gain more block. We'll be just under what we need, unfortunately. No cards to retain, we're just going to get rid of the Dazed, but honestly, I think we might have this in the bag, guys. They're hurting enough. Oh, we actually... Did I do my math wrong? Oh no, I had my buffer, so I was able to negate HP damage. That's right. I want to neutralize you, just so we're not taking so much damage. Sweeping Beam. Expertise to get that card draw. We could plant another Corpse Explosion on him. But honestly, Survivor. Sorry, Corpse Explosion, my old friend. And stack. We can just, yeah. We'll let the days get out of here. And Dekka is so close to being dead. Oh my gosh, guys, this is so awesome. I know this video is incredibly long, but so worth it. Let's do Escape Plan, just to get the card draw going. How about we melt your shields there, buddy boy? And Streamline ya. And strike ya. Corpse Explosion for the win! Oh, now that is satisfying. Clocking in right at an hour and a half for this run. Holy moly, guys. That was fantastic. We have the Heart of the Spire here. A deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the Heart of the Spire, the source of this evil? You prepare your daggers. Deal 897 damage. That's actually one of our highest scores that we've ever gotten. We were actually able to beat the boss without taking any HP damage. That's something else. You feel that you have dealt a total of 3,177 damage to the heart. You know, as opposed to like the 14 billion by everybody else. We will sleep. But guys, that does it for the daily challenge. Not too bad for the first one in there. We end up with a victory. Was not expecting. My motto from now on is going to be Corpse Explosion for the win. Deal 99 damage with a single attack. Perfect. Defeat a boss without taking damage. Defeat an elite without taking damage. Highlander. Your deck contains no duplicates, excluding starter cards. Oh, man. And we also got some unlocks, too. We're actually ahead in our progression with the Silent, with anybody else. Victory. Question mark. But we'll go ahead and fast forward to the credits here. We might be able to see that scene. I don't know if... Okay, it won't count, just where it's a daily challenge. But guys, thank you so much for watching. This is daily challenge number 1. I'm going to try to get these up every other day. For now, I am White Nerdy Man. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time on Slay the Spire.